Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back to deliver this latest timeless collective channel message from the download series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. You have questions, I have answers. You can find those facts on my website located in the title of this live. Raw, real, uncut, unedited, deprogrammed, unfiltered, sugar-free broadcast, because the only thing I'm sugarcoating around here is these nails. And you can get yours done with me and my daughter here in our fabulous private one-on-one studio in Las Vegas. Okay. Yes, personal readings are available too. So thankful and grateful that you support all that I do. Thank you for making me your favorite tarot reader. I'm your favorite tarot reader, and I'm so thankful and grateful and honored. Yes, I love that. So, we pulled your Alpha and Omega messages, okay? We pulled them first. We'll read them last. Our first card out is from a major arcana deck, the 3D Tarot, and we have the Fool. This is a whole new journey. It's a whole new world. I see you're in the middle of a crossing point between the old world and the new world. You're at the bridge. You're at the shift change. You're at the time where everything goes from being one reality to the next, in the middle. Why am I hearing Key Sweat? Just a touch of love, a little bit, just a little bit, with just a touch of love. So where is there room for a touch of love? Yeah. Interesting. I love that. So this lets me know, the Fool card here lets me know that some things that were are no longer. Anywhere where you're having difficult emotions about what was, but what is not, recognize that this is part of the old reality dying. And it is not who you are now. It is not where you are now. If you could realize that all of those personalities within you are all you simultaneously, and when you decide to shift into a new reality and become a new being, then you got to understand that that part of the personality is dying, and so it could feel challenging, difficult. Oh, I don't want it to go. I want it to stay. And I talk about the old I talk about how the struggle is when somebody decides that they want to take something out. Like, so you see it in movies and stuff like that, right? And hopefully you don't have to see it in personal life. But when somebody's fighting for their life, oh my God, that's like the biggest fight they put up. And so in this experience, like no version of your personality wants to die. You choose and decide what lives and what dies in you. You choose and decide what lives and what dies in you. So let's see. What is we're going to talk more about this choosing. We're going to talk about the old choice, the new choice, and the path. But first, it says, the time has come for you to do the work to heal your inner child. Doing this will help you to heal and understand why certain things and people continue to show up in your life. Remember that nothing good comes from ignoring a hurting child. Time to do the work and healing the inner child. Okay. So I guess I heard going back home, and then I also heard, one of our tribe members reached out to me this morning. Was appreciative of the waking up video that I did, and mentioned some challenges that they're going through right now. The need to redesign their home and purchase furniture and refurnish the home and redesign the home and all these different things. And what I saw when I heard that was that, yeah, because you're choosing your new character. What a privilege it is to redesign your home. And isn't it okay if you're building your new self to take time? So maybe you can only do a little bit at a time. That's okay. Do what you can for today. I heard we do what we can for today, and know that because I have this need, it must be because God is constantly unfolding through me. Oh, they said, write that down. Okay. So if I have this need, it must be. And must, all capital letters I hear. Because God is constantly unfolding through me. And you could replace God with source, the universe, consciousness, reality. I heard, and when it feels crappy, when you feel like crying, when you're crying, this is you releasing resistance to what you want. The universe itself is unfolding through you. It wants you to have what you want. God wants you to have what you want. Your future self wants you to have what you want. Your inner child wants you to have what you want. All you have to do is choose what you want. You don't have to know how. It's great if you can believe it, if you could have some hope in it, if you could have some faith in it. But how do you choose? By what you're looking at. So let's say you want to buy a new sofa because you don't have a sofa. You're tired of sitting on the floor. So maybe you don't have the money to buy the sofa today. Well, can you at least look around and see what's out there, or see what you like, or get into the mindset of somehow I'm getting a sofa. God's going to make sure I get a sofa. The universe is going to make sure I get a sofa. Listen, I heard that we came to this planet with everything we ever needed already in us. So the sofa is coming from within you. And yes, there's some points of focus that hurt as you focus on them. But there's other things you can look at too. And we're constantly saying that on this channel. We're always saying that on this channel. Okay. Everything that glitters isn't gold. Sometimes it's just glitter on a rock. But is it pretty? Do you like it? I heard, but is it pretty? Do you like it? Is it pretty? Do you like it? That's what I heard. Even glitter, I'm seeing even glitter on a rock can be really pretty. So what I'm seeing is looking at what you have and appreciating it for the beauty that it contributes to you. What I say all the time, yeah? If you all you got is one left sock and one right shoe, and you can find more gratitude for that one left sock and right shoe, pretty soon you're gonna have two socks, two shoes, and a closet to put them in. And if you could be appreciative of that, before you know it, you'll have everything else that goes in that house too. Are you focusing gratitude, or are you looking at lack and limitation? There's something here about the inner child has been hurt in the past and has had the ways and the training to look at what you don't have over and over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, that's not necessarily going to help you create no new energies. You would do yourself a lot better instead of focusing on, yeah, but I don't have the money for it. I don't care. Go shopping online. My daughter does this all the time. I watch my daughter do this all the time. She'll get on like Amazon or Shein or whatever, right, on the app. Then she'll look through and she'll look for all the shit she wants. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're looking to buy some shit, my daughter just informed me, like, Shein has household goods and furniture and the most shit for really great prices. So you might want to look on there. But what she'll do is she'll look for stuff she wants. She ain't worried. She ain't thinking about the money to get it. She just puts it in her cart. One day she looked through it. She said, Mom, I have like 700. I think I'm getting the number 748. I don't know how many items she had in her cart, but I got the number 748. I just remember thinking, you're not that far from 1,000 things in her cart. And she, little by little, she gets stuff. She does get stuff. And so it's really interesting when we can choose and identify what we want. Our main job on this life is to choose and identify what we'd like to add in and then hold our focus there. Hold our focus there. So let's see. I want to use a Divine Abundance Oracle to go with our download message today. So let's see what the card's going to say. What is the download message today? Can you see the beauty in what you have right now anyway? That's what I heard. I mean, this actually makes me want to go get a bunch of rocks and put glitter on them. And then put them all around. Put them all around like glittery rocks. Yes, everything that glitters isn't gold. Sometimes it's just glitter on a rock. Can you put some glitter on the rocks you have and appreciate the rocks you have? Because even that alone is going to put you in the vibration of I have. And ultimately, that's what you're truly seeking, is the having, right? You're seeking the having. Focus on what you have. If your house is empty, you don't have anything in your house, I would focus on the house itself. If your apartment or your sofa is ugly and tattered and worn, I would focus on the fact that you have a sofa, because somebody don't have a house. Somebody don't have nothing in their house at all. Somebody don't have a place to call home. You do. What do you have? And comparing yourself with others is not necessarily what I'm shooting for here. The point of it is to notice what you have. That's the point we're really shooting for here. So, from the Divine Abundance for the download today, it says grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Grounded. This bird sitting on the head here is making me think of thoughts, divine thoughts, points of focus, future focus, okay? Yes. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. Can you have joy, dignity, and courage about where you are and how life is unfolding through you right now? That you are a divine channel on this earth, and that, I heard the testimony is being created through your experience. Yeah, your experience is a whole testimony. So if you knew that that was true, a testimony to what? A testimony to the power of the divine with you. Any challenge you go through is a setup for your come up, is a setup for the beautiful things to come through to help you identify what you want. So you can look at that. Okay. All right. I decided to work with the Delusion Tarot today. We just recently received this one, but we haven't worked with it much. So we wanted to work with this one today. So let me pull these cards out. And let's see what's the message coming out in our reading today. And the spread that was given to me to do was the old choice, the new choice, and the path. So it's a 3-card spread, newly devised just in preparation for this reading. Today, I actually had a quick errand to run. So I went and ran my errand, and while I was on my way home, I was thinking about how excited I was to do the download when I got here, and this is the spread that came out. So the old choice, the new choice, and the path. I downloaded this spread for us today. So what is the message, listeners? God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. God, Daddy, that which is the divine me. Hello, the divine me. I am that I am. I am abundant. I am affluent. I am charismatic. I am divine. I am enough. I am fertile. I am giving. I am having. I am intelligent. I am joy. I am kindness. I am love. I am money. I am new. I am open. I am prosperous. I am receiving and receptive. I am successful. I am thriving. I am unique. I am going viral now. I am winning. I am excited. I am invigorated. I am rejuvenated. I am flowing. I am growing. I am peaceful. I am me. I love it. Okay, so what's the old choice here? The old choice. The old choice was the King of Cups. What's the new choice? What's the new choice? What's the new choice? What's the new choice? Okay, the new choice is the Devil. And what's the path? 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 The path is the 9 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. So let's see what's the foundation. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. Oh boy. Okay, they just brought to mind. There's this part of me that doesn't want to tell the story because it's not the most beautiful relating in the beginning, but the end of it is beautiful and simple. So there was a point in time where, this was years ago, where I had wished for somebody who I used to be with to leave the person that they went to so that they could come back to me. I wished for them to separate so that I could have them back. And there was a point in time where I wished that the neighbor who's hateful, who has displayed hateful behavior towards me, would just go out of business so that I wouldn't have to deal with her no more, so I could have a new neighbor. And so last night, when I was on my way home from my new client, which is only a 3-minute drive, I had this conversation with God, with my future self, with my higher self, with the divine, with the universe. And what they were showing me was what you put out comes back to you. I was like, damn, money and love, and I was wishing for it not to work out for somebody else out of the place and perspective of lack and limitation. I was shown that very strongly yesterday. And I was shown that in response to the asking to try to understand what was it that had happened inside of me and where was my power to allow my own abundance to flow, to receive all these things that matter to me that I have not yet. What can I do to open my energy to be more receptive in these ways? And this is what came to me. And then I had this whole conversation with God, like, yeah, I definitely see what you're talking about. I see how what I put out is what I got back. Because this whole time, I have not had a stable relationship in romance. And I have experienced struggle to keep my business open. Honestly, to be raw and real with you. And I can see where I was the seed of that energy by my wish for somebody else. Ain't that kind of messed up when you realize like you done fucked it up for yourself? But the beautiful thing, what I realized was I don't feel that way no more. And so when this was brought to my attention, Spirit brought this to my attention just last night, I was able to sit there with that energy and say, okay, well, if that was what I had said before, what I really, really was wanting was those people's relationships to be bad. I actually don't want those people back at all into my experience as my romantic partner. So from where my consciousness is now, I was able to say, you know, I want them to have long lasting, loving, happy relationships because they deserve that. And that I really feel like I want their relationships to be happy and healthy and long lasting because they deserve that. I don't want them back. I want them to be happy where they've gone. And that's the truth, because the part of me that loved them still loves them as a human and sees their value and their worth, even though it didn't work out for us, right? And then the other thing was, as far as that girl, like what I really wanted with her when I was like, oh God, I wish you'd just go out of business and move away. What I really wanted was peace, because she was bringing chaos. And why was she bringing chaos? Because I had chaos with the previous neighbor. I was repeating a story. It started off different, and I don't have control over who they are, but I have control over who I am and how I show up. And what Spirit showed me was, in regards to her, could I possibly, is what Spirit asked, could you possibly be in that location and have her in that location so that you could hold love energy long enough to influence vibrationally the situation, regardless of how she shows up? Because remember, that hate that is there that you've received is just an indicator of the love that actually sits inside, but is not realized within herself. Therefore, she cannot express it to you. She can only show up as hate because she's in hate in herself. I was like, oh, yeah. And they're like, can you hold appreciation for her because you used to be just like her? I was like, oh, damn, that's a cold slap in the face. There was a time where my consciousness was so much like hers, where I was hateful. And I was very aggressive, overly aggressive with others. And so those are the exact qualities I didn't like in her. So there's something here about the old choice and the new choice. The old choice was, I want love. I want love. I want to be loved. That's what you were really choosing. So what that did was highlight anywhere where there was not love. That highlighted anywhere where there was not love. So anywhere where you were holding on to connections that were not loving, it became stronger, more intense. So you could identify with the King of Cups. You want love in action. You want to see people act like they love you. Don't just love me. Tell me you love me and then act like you don't. Tell me you love me and show me you love me. Show me you really love me. Actions speak louder than words. Yes, and they're showing me at that time, like that song was coming through this channel a whole lot back in them days, right? So the old choice was about getting loved. You didn't feel loved. You wanted to. In the new choice with the devil card here, it's like, I want abundance. I want abundance. I want abundance. I want sex. I want connections. I want to be wanted. Ooh, I want to be wanted. This is the new choice. I want desire. I want passion. I want desire. I want passion. And what's the path to that? The Nine of Swords. Where have you been aligning yourself with fear and worry? Instead, now replace that with, it's all unfolding through me. There is a divine plan in place. There's a divine plan in place. Everything is working for my benefit. Remember that word we learned recently? Pronoia. We learned that together, didn't we? Pronoia. Everything is working for my benefit. Everything is serving me. And the Tower is here, the ego. Anywhere where you were not, wow. And as I look below that, we have the Two of Swords. Anywhere where you couldn't see the energy you were bringing to the table, in other words, the point of focus that you had, it had to be brought to your attention. Yeah. In order to open up the energy to flow for the desire you chose for yourself. So what are you choosing? Your choice matters. Your point of focus is what the universe sees as your choice. Whether you agree with it, like it or not, this is how the universe works. Like Abraham Hicks says, I'm a chooser. I'm a pointer. I point at what I want. That's what it's about. Pointing at what we want. Choosing to point at what we want. All right. We're going to work with the Dragon Oracle cards and see what else we can uncover in this energy for us today. Somebody here in the past, you chose a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Now you're choosing a Capricorn. Somebody in the past, you were looking for love. Now you're looking for sex. Somebody in the past, you were looking for acceptance and somebody to give your love to. Now you're looking for somebody who just can't get enough of you. Somebody in the past, you were trying to find how to do what you love. And now you're like, okay, now I want to get paid for it. Okay, that's okay. It's okay to want more for yourself. That's what all of this unfolds through. So let's see, what is the message for the download? What else can you add to this for us, please? And thank you. The old choice. Show me about the old choice. What dragon goes with the King of Cups for the old choice? The golden, silver, violet flame dragon. It transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offer service under grace. The old choice was to offer service under grace. The old choice was, I want to be of service. I want to give my love. I want to give my love. I want to do things that I love. I want to offer this to those. I heard I want to offer this to those. Okay, that's the old choice. What is the new choice? The new choice. What's the new choice? What's the new choice? We had the devil in the new choice. What dragon goes with it is the black dragon from Saturn. Brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate. Focus on your ultimate vision. Congratulate yourself. You have passed a test. And the energy again is coming through that I heard earlier that you're at this shifting point with the Fool energy here. You're at the middle between what you were and what you're becoming. Keep focusing on the becoming. And again, they're showing me where I had a huge consciousness shift as a child. Before I knew what these laws of the universe were, this innate part of me knew how to apply them. And I went from being bullied to being bold and the protector of those who were bullied. And I was never bullied again. And if any, well, I guess that's not necessarily true. Let me say it more accurately. Anytime I would be bullied after that, it never had the same effect on me. And I never responded that same way from lack and limitation again. Because a shift happened in my consciousness. And literally what I chose was to become a new person. And I knew that everyone, everywhere I go, would see me the way I presented myself. They didn't know who I was. They didn't know that everybody on the old school in the bus and in my neighborhood was teasing me in this new school because they didn't live in my neighborhood. They didn't know. So when I went to the new school, I decided I was going to be a new person. I was going to be somebody who was bold. Somebody, when anybody spoke to me disrespectfully, I would speak up for myself and I would not allow myself to be pushed around. And if I ever saw that happening somewhere, because I knew that it was not kind and it was not love at the time, I knew it was not love, that I would be one who would speak up for those who couldn't speak up for themselves, who were like I was. Those who were like I was. I decided that I would become the protector and defender of those who were like I was. Interesting. I hear, and do you see how you're still doing that today, Melinda? Yes, actually I do, because that's one of the reasons why this channel exists, because I've been in so many ways just like you, and in some ways I may still be just like you. However, I'm more empowered than I've ever been. I'm more knowing than I've ever been. I'm a better chooser than I've ever been, and I share that, and that's what I offer now. So in the past, you wanted to learn to offer your service under grace. You've done that. Now you want to get paid. I heard now you want to get paid for it. Now you want the rewards for it. Now you want the physical reality to match the work that you've done. I heard, and that's unfolding. So what's the path? Show me. The dragon is going to show us the path of the 9 of Swords to the 7 of Swords. So this is moving out of fear, taking your fears and putting them into the place of it's all part of the plan. Everything happens for a reason. The new client that I had yesterday, so thankful and grateful to have met Liz. She was beautiful and her mindset was beautiful, but she was looking for more. And one of the things that came out was everything is happening for a reason. And she agreed strongly with that. And it's like, if we believe that everything's happening for a reason and we all say it all day long and we all know it all day long, then why not be at peace with what's happening? Zen Master, can you hear how I am? You're asking me how I am. How I am is channeling this message, honey. Love you. Pay attention and you'll find out how I am, baby. Rose Pink Dragon is coming out to talk about the path. Prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. This is the path to the attainment, that which you have sought. This is the path. I love. And rose pink is a very soft and subtle color. It's a soft and subtle energy. Interesting. I shared this morning. Did I share it on the community tab? I shared this morning. There's a speaker who I stumbled across this morning. So this morning we did some things differently. Instead of just laying in my bed and thinking to myself and speaking to myself, I did it with you. I did a live here on YouTube. Wisdom App, you'll have to go to YouTube if you want to hear it. I did a live where I did the self-conversation out loud with you. So you could see what that sounds like, looks like, and feels like. If you'll notice, none of the conversation was focused on lack. It was all focused on what I have now, what I appreciate now, and what I would love to bring in more of. And then after that, I love that the Rose Pink Dragon came on because I got on my YouTube. I was like, okay, now it's time to listen to somebody else give me some nourishment. It's time to get a spiritual breakfast in. And usually I'll go to like Abraham or Abraham, or a meditation video, or one of these empowering readers that I like to listen to. However, today somebody new was on my timeline. It was the first video, and Spirit has often delivered the confirmations that I've been seeking this way. And what's the lady's name? Dr. Rose. And what's the name of her channel? The Rosie Life. So there's somebody else to subscribe to here on YouTube. I love what she's talking about. I love the way she expresses herself. I could see a vibe with her because, just like me, she ain't afraid to use a curse word to tell you how it's really going down, but she knows how to talk intelligently too. And so it's a beautiful blend. Plus, she's got a lot of wisdom. I love the way she spoke. So I shared that video with a couple of people who I was spiritually inspired to share it with. And now we have the Rose Pink Dragon. I love it. And one of the things that she was talking about was just being that. I am that. And what I found was interesting. She says, you don't have to believe it. The video that I first watched said, you don't have to believe it. Manifest anything without believing. How to manifest anything without believing. She says, all you have to do is choose and keep choosing. So that's interesting because it's a little bit different than what we've been talking about. She talked about the words don't matter. The belief doesn't matter. The feelings, they're indicators. But she said, it's not about that. It's about choosing. I am this. I am that. What is the this and that you choose to be? And I saw the truth of what she said. Now, it doesn't negate anything that we've spoken before because all that is a path. All that is a path. And when all of that is working together, that's just a more intense drawing of the energy that we choose. And so the fact of the matter is, there was a lot of things that I chose with no foundational reason to choose it, but I chose it and it happened over the years. So that was interesting. What the path looks like is opening our heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. And you know what? You're going to have some moments where you don't feel it and you feel angry and you feel sad, and that's okay, which is something we've said on the channel here. The way you feel right now is okay. It's all useful. The entire human spectrum of emotion is there for us to feel it. But when you feel that, what does it make you choose for yourself? So if you're not feeling great, if you're not feeling abundant, if you're not feeling loved, if you're not feeling recognized, if you're not feeling heard, seen, loved, or appreciated, what can you choose now? What can you choose now other than that which you had chosen that took you to that very place? Interesting. The path looks like connecting with the love of the universe. And one of the things that she said, I listened to a couple of her videos because after that I had to run my errands. So I listened to another video of her. One of the things that she mentioned was the recognition that the universe is unfolding through me. The way she said it was, God is unfolding this through me. The universe is here to transmute energies. It's constantly expanding. It's constantly growing. This is scientifically based fact. We, by our powerful choosing and point of focus, are the vessel that the universe and this reality is unfolding through. So all those ideas that you shouldn't have it, you can't have it, it's hard, I have to do this, that, and the other. Not necessarily. The only thing we really need to do is choose. All the other stuff, the knowing, the feeling, the visualization, all that should be cherries on top of the freaking whipped cream of the reality that by the moment we choose it, it's done, it's done, it's done. And somebody says, yeah, but I've chosen a lot of stuff and it's not done. Well, first off, when you're saying I've chosen a lot of stuff and it's not done, when you're saying that, don't you realize that you're literally speaking against being done? And second off, it's done first in the invisible realms, in the invisible places, and it unfolds and blossoms into the physical experience. Our job is to keep choosing it. And sometimes it doesn't blossom because you're choosing something different. You're still modifying it, and that's okay. Sometimes you're still modifying it. Sometimes you're still choosing it, and that's okay. I just had a vision come through of somebody who saw the perfect house that they wanted, and it didn't work out. And then, and this is already done. I don't know who you are. And then the place that you didn't know you wanted was what you found, and that's what worked out really freaking easy. So your higher self, your future self, God, the universe, source, knows what you really want from everything that you've not wanted, everything that has angered you, everything that has upset you, all the places where you felt lack, is aware of what you truly want. Therefore, is delivering it to you. It's delivering it to you. Your job is to keep choosing, keep choosing, keep choosing, and just let it happen. Let it unfold. And what things support that? Speaking it into existence supports it. Feeling the higher vibration supports it. Visualizing the fulfillment of it supports it. What can we do to support what's happening? Not that the support is required. So much has happened for us without us even supporting it. If you take a little time to study your past, you'll see it in yours too. What's at the bottom of the deck here? The golden Christed dragon brings you higher love so that you can embody the Christ light. Absorb the Christ light. You are protected. Expand your heart and remain fifth dimensional. This is at the foundation of everything. It supports the idea that was just spoken. I heard it's not an idea. It is as above, so below. It is spiritual first, and then it materializes into matter form. What does that? Everything in your vision, everything in your eyesight does that. Okay. So let's go to the Mahabharata Oracle. I feel guided to pull from this deck next to add to our message. So what do you have for our download today? What's the message? So thankful and grateful. Shout out to Kat, our first commenter for our live session today. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. And Zen Master over here on the Wisdom app. Thank you for commenting, because I love to know that you're here. And if you want me to know that you're here, that's how you let me know you're here. You've got to comment, whether you're on the Wisdom app or on YouTube. If you give the video a thumbs up, that's great. I love that, but I'll never know that you did that. I will not know that you did that. What I will know is when I read your comment that you were here. So I want to thank you. I love the growth that I'm seeing on the channelings here on my platforms. Thank you for being a part of that. Thank you for seeing yourself in growth, in awareness, in light. I heard in the Christ light. Yes, in the Christ light. Yes. I see us in wisdom and grace. I see us in spiritual discipline. I see us congratulating ourselves. I see us focused on what we choose. I see our hearts open to love. I see us bathed in diamond light. I see us connected with the universe. I see us successful. I see us. Can you see us? Because I can see us. So there's something powerful that happens when you're doing this on your own, and there's something amplified when we do it together. I love this. This is one reason why I love doing this, because my spirit is saying to me, because I love to be a co-creator. I heard, and you all do. You all do. That's why you came. So let's go ahead and get some more on the old choice with the King of Cups energy there. And the gold and silver violet flame dragon that transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. So you had to learn the wisdom and grace to transmute the old. You had to learn if you change your mind, you can change your life. You had to learn that it was okay to change your mind. You had to learn that it was okay to make a different choice. You don't have to stay stuck in the same choice forever. You had to learn that. This was a level of learning and awareness. The old choice was love. Didn't we not say that? You chose that you wanted to love and be a lover. You wanted to love. You wanted to give and receive love. You wanted to give your spiritual gifts through love. You wanted to offer your services of love under grace. Let's get some more on the new choice with the Devil card and the Black Dragon from Saturn. which brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision, and congratulate yourself. You have passed the test. And desire. Yes, you have more desires. You're not done yet. Desire is a human spectrum emotion. It's okay for you to want more. It's okay to ask for more. It's okay to get mad because you don't have it. The point is keep choosing what you do want. Focus on the desire. Now, Saturn, I'm seeing Saturn, the taskmaster. Saturn gives us the work to do that brings the rewards. The color black. The color black is the most grounding color that exists, which is why all the witches that you see are usually wearing black. It's a grounding color. What came out of our Divine Abundance cards? Grounded. We need to be grounded. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. You don't have to be famous. You don't have to be somebody who's doing some grand thing. You could just be a regular person living in joy, dignity, and courage, who's choosing what you want for your life. If you want to be grandiose and you want to be famous and you want to be well-known, that's okay to choose too. We're just letting you know. Remember, you're human having a human experience. Be grounded and remember your spiritual discipline. Remember where you are. Connect with where you are to get where you're going. Speaking of where we're going, let's get some more about the path, where the 9 of Swords turns to the 7 of Swords, and fear turns into knowing that there is a divine plan and the universe is unfolding through you as you connect with the love of the universe, and boom, power. Power. And what do we have here but a bow and arrow? What does a bow and arrow do? It flies to a target. Your power is to shoot your arrow at the target of your choice. And one of the messages that came through me a while back was, you will eventually end up at the same place of all the arrows that you've landed. You've been shooting off these arrows of desire your whole life. If you keep moving forward, you need to know that you eventually get there. Sometimes it happens quickly. Sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes it takes a long while. It's okay. You get there. Our job on this path is to choose. And I love that as I sit this on the table, boom, it's focused at the desire. Launch the arrow towards the desire. Send the arrow towards the desire. Stay focused on what you're choosing. You're choosing. I heard choosy lover. That's an old school song. Yes, you should be a choosy lover. And we talk a lot lately about the buffet of life. You go to the buffet, there's a lot on it, but you put on your plate what you want. How do you pick what goes on your plate? By your powerful point of focus. I love this message is coming through. It feels so empowered and so genuine. The bottom of the deck is impartial. So there's something with this impartial card about knowing that it doesn't matter how it shows up. I'm just choosing this. This is what we needed to learn. It doesn't matter how it shows up. I'm choosing this. I want this because I want it, and that's all that matters. I heard, I want this because I want it, and that's all that matters. That literally is all that matters, is what I'm hearing. I heard, and that's okay. Can you be okay with that? Or do you have all these prerequisites of what you must do and how you must be in order to get what you're choosing? Oh, because if that's what you've decided, then by your power, it must be that way. Can it just be the truth that by your choosing, by your point of focus, it must be? Of course it can, but that's your choice. It's up to you to make that choice. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at the Work Your Light Oracle next. I feel that there's something that wants to come through these cards as well for our message today. So let's see. What do we have here? So thankful and grateful to be the deliverer, the channeler, the messenger, for me and you and we and he and she and them. Yes, for us, as we breach past the edges of consciousness, as we expand our 10 to where it has never been, and we increase our awareness that we are one with what all is, and that it comes through us. It comes through us into our physical existence. It's beautiful. And so they're showing me like, you are the universe. You are the universe. And so often they're showing me right now, so often we've been taught and we have visualized things as coming from outside. We visualized the money coming from outside into us. We visualized the love coming from outside into us. Can we turn that around and visualize the money coming from inside out of us into the physical reality? The love coming from inside out of us into the physical reality. And that's the flow that they're showing me. They're showing me that it goes both ways, and we've only been focused on one direction of the flow. We want to focus on it coming from inside out as well, okay? Let's look at these cards now. Let's see, what do we have? The old choice. Show me more about the old choice, please. The old choice. What can you show me about the old choice? Where we had the King of Cups here was the old choice. I heard just breathe with it. Just breathe with it. That was one of the messages that came through very strong in this morning's rant that I did here with you, which was breathe it in and out, just like the breath. The old choice was leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. The old choice, a leap of faith, okay? The old choice was about your choosing where you wanted to go and allowing the universe to show up, okay? Where did you want to go? You wanted to offer your service with grace. You wanted love. You wanted to offer your love. You wanted to understand love. You wanted to give and receive love. You wanted to offer your service out of love, okay? You wanted to have the courage and the faith to leap first, the emotional mastery, trusting that you would be carried on the wings of grace as you leapt forth into what you love, into being love, okay? I heard be the love you want to see, okay? Yeah, that was something that came a long time ago into my reality, and a choice that I had made a long time ago. Maybe you too. Let me see, what's the new choice? What's the new choice? There's a choice now. I heard, and you can see the evidence of the old choice. The new choice is inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. The choice now is tuning into love energy within. As you focus on the desire, this is the spiritual discipline in the new choice. What's the path? What's the path? The path is get out of fear, get into it's all by divine design to take me where I want to be. And they just showed me, I just saw a dark, scary tunnel. But this is the path. Like anywhere where you don't have it yet, it's because you could not see it. I'm seeing it like a dark, deep cave. And it's a dark, scary tunnel to get up out of that cave. Okay. So there is a path. And knowing that there's the path to get there. I heard hearing the call. Wow, the call is play. Have fun. Celebrate. Don't be so serious. This is the path. Why are you sitting up there boo-hooing and crying when you could be sitting up there playing? Play with your kids. Play with your... I heard play with yourself. Ha, ha, ha. Play with yourself. Play on your phone. Play in these energies. Put the universe to the test. Play in these energies. Play with your powerful point of focus. Play the game. Play the I have game. play the $1,000 in my pocket game. What would I do if I had $1,000 to play with right now? For somebody about money. How would I play today if I had my dream level right now? How would I play? Okay, the bottom of the deck is align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Well, you jumped head first into discovering what you could do. And what you're finding that is, I heard pretty surprising, and I even heard the word miraculous to you, is that it has a lot more to do with enjoying the freaking life you live. And I've talked about this TikTok that I saw before, and I'm going to talk about it again. And so there's this guy, and he makes this TikTok, and on one side, he's an alien. On the other side, he's a human. And so he's having a conversation with the alien, and he's asking the alien where he came from. So the alien's describing it to him, and he's like, yeah, it's really far. And how long did it take you to get here? And the alien's talking about how long it took him to get there. And then he's like talking about how long that is in regards to comparison to the human lifespan. It took so long to get here in comparison to the human lifespan. And so the alien says, your lifespan is so short. Your lifespan is so short. So you must sure spend this little short life you have on this beautiful planet that you have, because they're talking about what a beautiful planet it is, doing things that you love. And the human says, well, actually, we spend most of our time working. And the alien, of course, doesn't understand the concept of work. So the human explains, well, work is what we do so we can get money. Now the alien doesn't understand the concept of money. Well, money is how we exchange for goods and services. We need money to live. Okay, so if you need money to live, and to get money, you need to work. You surely must work doing something you love. And, I mean, you get the point, right? Play is the path. The path feels like play. This is why they say, if you do something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And if you're not, I'm hearing, how can you turn it more into play for you? If you could turn what you're doing more into play for you, you will align yourself with a playful energy. If you can't do it there, can you do it every other chance that you get with every other moment that you can spare? Okay. We're going to pull a spread for you. A whole nother spread. I have the Gilded Tarot shuffling in my hand. These oracle messages have been amazing. We did already pull some tarot cards out. We're going to add to the message here because I don't feel like we're done yet. And when I'm done, my spirit will let me know. So let's see what else we have. So thankful and grateful for you. Thank you for your love donations. Thank you for the prosperity that you circulate and the abundance that you circulate here, whether it's through sharing this channel or just by your beautiful presence and powerful point of focus. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. So we're going to do this 12-card spread. Let's see on the outside of you, the other, what you're looking at, okay? What you know already about out there. What is it? What do you already know about out there? And we have the Seven of Swords. You know that there's a divine plan in place out there. You also know that there's been some sneakiness. You know that everybody out there isn't trustworthy. You know you can't depend on them, I heard. What you need to know about what's out there or who's out there, what you need to know about out there is the Six of Cups, okay? Out there, there's also a lot of beautiful things you can focus upon. I heard there's a lot of pleasurable points of focus out there. I heard that what's going on out there, anywhere where you're dealing with a deceiver, somebody who's deceptive, somebody who won't accept their own truth, somebody who lies to you, somebody who stole from you. You got to remember that this goes back all the way back in their experience because they have to heal their inner child still. And they are a reflection of where you have been healing your inner child. So you've got this stubborn, ornery ass in your experience. Yes, I said it. They are a reflection of the inner child healing you've been doing. it's great because although we don't encourage comparison, because it's not about being better than somebody else, what happens when you do compare to somebody who is not where you are is this an opportunity to see how far you've come in and not acknowledge who you are now. If you can find gratitude for the ornery, stubborn one who won't grow up, being in your experience, because they help you highlight all you have accomplished, all you have become, all you have healed in yourself. This is great. This could be very empowering for you. Okay. Let's see what's the guidance about what's going on out there. What's the guidance for you about what's going on out there? What's the guidance for you about what's going on out there? The King of Cups. How can you put love in action out there anyways? This is like that neighbor I was talking about at my nail studio. She's been ornery and stubborn, and she's been a whole ass. Not an ass, yeah, an asshole and a whole ass. She's actually been both. But however, Spirit asked me, can you just hold love energy instead of anti-love energy, regardless of how she's being? Can you just stay in your love energy regardless of her assholishness, regardless of her bringing anti-love energy to the table? Can you still hold your emotional mastery and be the lover that you are? So that's the guidance about what's out there. Let's see what's going on in the situation. What you know about the situation is the Star. You know that you've been in a healing phase. You know this was about healing. You know this was about healing. All right. You know it's about your healing. You know that somebody who was deceptive or somebody who was manipulative or somebody who stole or anything that you lost. I heard anything that you lost was to help you heal, to help you get in tune with your faith, to help you clarify your wishes. Okay. You also know that there is a divine plan in place to unfold for you that which you desire, what you need to know, what you need to know. The Ace of Wands, that the universe is constantly saying yes to you. That whatever you're looking at, the universe is saying yes to you. If you're looking at, they came in here and fucked up my house. They came in here and stole my stuff. They came in here and broke my heart. The universe says, yes, here's more of this. See the hands? The Ace of Wands says yes. The hands say, here's more of this. So if you could stop focusing on that and start focusing on, yeah, but I have my house. I have my family. I have my kids. I do have income. Instead of saying, my income is not enough. The universe is going to say, yes, your income is not enough. Here's more evidence of that. Yes, I have income. Yes, I have magic. Yes, I have miracles. Yes, I have power in this. Okay. What is the guidance for you in this situation? What is the guidance in the situation? Find out more. We're finding out more. We're finding out more. Let's see. What's the guidance in this situation? And we're starting still on a spiritual level, but we'll break this reading down more into a interpersonal human 3D experience. The guidance, the Six of Wands. Know that you find success, recognition, and accomplishment in this. Know that you're winning. The guidance is you're winning. You're winning. See your success. Stop focusing on sadness. Stop focusing on hurt. Stop focusing on lack. Focus on abundance. Focus on success. Focus on the fact that, hey, I'm so thankful and grateful that I'm paying off all these bills. I'm so thankful and grateful that my house is beautiful. I'm so thankful and grateful that I'm happy, healthy, and wealthy. Whatever it is, focus on your success in this. Does that mean that that's the 3D reality you're seeing right now? No, not necessarily. It's your vibrational reality. Let that be enough. Let that be enough, because all you did was choose. All you had to do was choose. I heard choose and watch it come. I heard Abraham's popped in real quick. It's as easy to create a castle as it is a button. So maybe you need to focus on a button first. And then once you realize you've got the button, then you start focusing on the castle. Okay. Let's see on your 5D self, what you know about your 5D self. What you know about your 5D self is the Page of Pentacles. Your 5D self hears every choice that you're making, and it's constantly guiding you and pulling you towards it. You know this, okay? You know this. It's law. I'm glad that you know it. Let's see what you need to know about the 5D self. What you need to know about the 5D self. What you need to know about the 5D self is the 9 of Pentacles. It came out in reverse saying you're not alone. Your 5D self is working with you. We're going to put it on the table upright because I always keep the cards upright. But the 5D self knows that you're not alone in this. It knows that you are fully supported. It knows that you receive the messages. I heard sometimes they got to give it to you 9 times, but you're going to get it. Yeah, I hear that. And then I hear, just like you last night, how many times we've tried to show you that one of the reasons that you've held yourself off from loving long-term healthy relationships and from what you see as success in business was because the wishes you were wishing for others. Ooh, that's a stinger. That's a slap in the face, but it's a slap in the face to wake my ass up to realize, damn, Melinda, look at what you did to yourself. Do something different. Oh, okay, I can. I'm going to choose different. I'm going to choose success. And I'm going to choose that if I don't have nothing nice to say, I'm going to keep my damn mouth shut. How's that? Let me see. What's the guidance in the 5D? What's the guidance about the 5D self? What's the guidance about your 5D self? What's the guidance for our 5D self? What's the guidance for the 5D? The 4 of Cups. I heard keep your head to the sky, knowing that giant cup of fulfillment is right in front of your face. And how can you see it? Focus on that fulfillment. Focus on what is feeling fulfilled now. Focus and choose. Focus and choose. And remember that we got you. When you ask, it is given. Words of Abraham again coming through. When you ask, it is given. That your 5D self is constantly there pouring from this cup of self-love right into you. Allow yourself to drink from that instead of looking at what went wrong, what you don't have, who don't like you, who disrespected you, who left you, who hurt you, who stole from you. All that shit, don't benefit you. Instead, focus on the love, the receiving that you have available at all times. I hear. Okay, so let's see about the 3D self. What you know about your 3D life. Your 3D self, our 3D self, what we already know, what we know, what you know about the 3D experience, about our 3D experience. We have the Knight of Swords. What you know is you've been cutting through a lot of confusion. You've been cutting through a lot of negativity. You've been addressing negative ideas from the past, okay? You know that some people they cannot see it. Some people cannot see it, and that's okay. I heard you know that things move quickly when you focus. I heard when you focus and you choose with intention, and then you add in all those enhancements of the higher vibration, the words that are supportive, the visions that are supportive, that powerful point of focus. Yes. I heard in the feelings that are supportive. Okay. In regards to the 3D experience, what we need to know, what you need to know, what needs to be known about the 3D experience at this time. Remember that this is a timeless reading, okay? So what is it about the 3D experience, the 3D self that we need to know? And we have the 3 of Pentacles. What you need to know is, yes, choosing is the only thing that really matters. Look at the one hand, the 2 hands on the one coin. That's the choice. Put your focus on your choice, and then the 2 supportive elements, your feelings and your words and thoughts, your communications. Words and thoughts are communication. So your feelings and your communications support that in the physical realm. Pentacles speak about physical material realm. Okay, so yes, this is beautiful. And then what's the guidance about the 3D self? What's the guidance about the 3D experience? The guidance, please. And so last night with the new client, that's one of the things I was telling her. Thank you so much for coming in and being a confirmation that my power works. That's literally what I told her. Because I was sitting on my sofa enjoying my life. And during my meditation today, I gave myself permission to sit on my sofa and enjoy my life, knowing that I was attracting new clients who love my art, who appreciate me, and who can hear me. I knew that I was attracting that. And she came in as a confirmation of that inner feeling that I generated. Again, they're showing me the flow coming from inward out, where we've been we've been looking so much at the flow coming from outward in. No, it comes from inward out. We're going to flow the money from inside out. We're going to flow the love from inside out. We're going to flow the success from inside out into our physical world. What's the guidance for our 3D experience? The 7 of Pentacles. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Do it every single day, 7 days a week. 7 of Pentacles, 7 days a week. Oh, and I'm hearing 7-year cycle. I heard 7-year cycle. I heard do this for all your generations, 7 generations on either side of you. And there's, I'm now being brought to see the sheep that are here grazing in the grass in the background. Never noticed them before. There are 3 of them. You can see the bodies of 3 sheep. One thing about sheep is they are very peaceful. And the other thing about sheep is they just follow wherever the heck they're guided. So 3, a number of creativity. Creativity is peaceful and it's going to follow wherever it's guided. How are you guiding the creativity of your physical 3D experience? By your powerful choosing, by your powerful point of focus. This is awesome. The bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords, the truth that sets you free, the truth that helps you know, the knowing, the seeing, the choosing. This is the choice that you make, okay? This is I know what I want. The conversation again with the young lady yesterday, she knew what she wanted in a partner. She was busy living her best life, going to the gym, eating right, reading good books, eating healthy food. She was doing the things that felt right for her. And then this amazing partner who she's now been with for 3 years came into her life. Yes, that's how it's done. She chose what she wanted. She aligned with the highest vibration possible for where she was at, even though that wasn't seen in her physical experience. By doing these things, it had to show up. It's law. It's how it works. She was there above, so it became there below. She was there in spirit, so it came into her physical reality. And how many ways has this happened for us on so many days? This happens all the time. It's just you're not always picking and choosing what you want, because instead of waking up and going through a rant of all the things you love and appreciate and what else you'd love to add into your experience, you wake up and go through all the rant of all the shit that's pissing you off, all the things that hurt, all the things you don't like, and all the things that you've had before. And then you recreate the same damn story that you've always lived, that you don't want no more. So your powerful point of choosing, what's being highlighted today as the most empowering thing we can do. Choose and stay focused on the new choice and know that it must be, that the universe wants you to have it. It loves you. That you've done the work of learning to love. That you've been of service in a beautiful way. Now just focus on the divine love inside. Remember that you're bathed in diamond light. Let's see what your soul wants from you today from the Namaste Stress Less cards. Let's get a message. We're going to pull one message. What your soul knows that you want today. What's the message? Oh, right here, coming right out. It says astronaut. Imagine that you are an astronaut floating in space. Let yourself be taken away by the view of the earth from so high above. Imagine the curvature of the earth as it rotates in space. Now look for where your home would be from above the atmosphere. Notice how tiny it is. Notice how tiny the earth is compared to the cosmos. When you look at your situation from this perspective, you may begin to understand how tiny your problems are compared to everything else. This will help you to overcome your problems and be less stressed. So this is saying zoom out, zoom out. That's a message that came through the channel a lot in recent times. It is beneficial to zoom out and see the big picture. So you say to me, oh, I got to get a new fridge. I've got to get new furniture. They tore up my house. I got to fix my whole house. Zoom out. You get to fix your house. You get to choose new furniture. You get to improve the condition of your home. You get to improve the condition of your life. You get to improve your home, your life, yourself. You get to improve the condition by your powerful choosing. Zoom out. I heard zoom out so you can see more stuff to choose. Okay, zoom out and choose. And hold that powerful point of focus. knowing that the universe, God, source, wants you to have all that you've chosen. We're going to do your Alpha and Omega messages. I will pull a yes or no for everybody, and any members who are live can request their personal reading at this time. So let's see Alpha and Omega messages. First, it says 8 of Abundance. This is a time of learning and honing your skills. You may be inspired to go back to school, take seminars on topics that fascinate you, or educate yourself on the healing arts. This is a good time to change jobs or make a career move. The key to success is in the details. Monitor your projects carefully. I'm going to read this to you the way Spirit spoke it to me while I was reading it out loud to you. This is a time of learning and honing your skills. You may be inspired to go back to school, to relearn what you think you know, to take seminars on topics that fascinate you, or educate yourself on the healing arts, to learn more and realize more about what matters to you, about what you can do to improve your personal situation. This is a good time to change jobs or make a career move. This is a good time to change your cycle of karma. This is a good time to change what you're creating and put your focus into what you want it to look like, to choose. The key to success is in the details. Yes, pay attention to the details. Pay attention to those little choosings that you're doing. When you're sitting here and worrying about what you don't want to happen, you are choosing. Watch those little thoughts that creep up, and don't belittle yourself because it's not ideal. No, just simply shift your choice to what you want. Monitor your projects carefully. Pay attention. Be mindful about what you are choosing for yourself. Your powerful point of focus is a choosing. So that's there. Let's go ahead and go into the postcard from Spirit. It says, Dearest you, even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, it's a time to rest. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in a time for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit in a profound way so you can receive your music directly from source and play your part in the symphony of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune in to what others can't hear. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and the invisible. Don't worry, we'll wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set an alarm clock. Loving you always. So, in this message, what I'm seeing is, like I said before with the Fool card, you're in the middle of a change. You're in the middle of transition. Be okay with it. What did I tell you I was doing all day before the girl called? Well, you know, I woke up and I did my readings yesterday. I did do my recordings because I love doing it and it feels good. And then I did a little bit of grocery shopping and I laid on the sofa. I laid on the sofa and watched my shows, and I gave myself permission to do that. I made sure that I sat there while I was sitting there. I thought about all the people who love my art, who are happy that they found me because they love wearing my art. Whether that art is my spiritual arts or my nail art or my bling your car out art or whatever the heck art I do, because I do a lot of different arts, tattoo art, all sorts of stuff I do. And then it showed up. And I had a reason to get up and go. And there was no doubt about it. So that similarly, are you in a resting phase? Is it time for you to lay there and just lay around and be lazy? And is it lazy or is it honoring what your soul needs right now? You know, life comes in cycles, breathing in, breathing out. You got to sleep, you got to be active. There's a time to be doing things and there's a time for rest. And right now with the Fool card, you're in the middle of a transition. You can go anywhere you want. But when you choose it, it's just like when you go online and you order some stuff from Shein or Amazon, right? And then it shows up. But does it show up the minute you order it? No. It's in processing for a minute, then it's in the mail for a minute, and then it's at your door. So be nice to yourself while it's in processing and delivery. And yesterday, part of the message was it was out for delivery. It's out for delivery. Just calm down. The money is showing up to accomplish all those dreams that you want, to get the stuff that you need for your house, to pay off those credit cards, those bills, those expenditures, to buy the food, to buy the clothes, to whatever you need to do. It's on the way. It is on the way to me. It's on the way to you. It's on the way to us because we choose it. Our job is to keep choosing it. Just keep choosing it and choose some more stuff. I mean, honestly, when you go on and you put your order in on Shein, you don't wonder if it's going to show up. No, you start shopping for some more shit. You know what I'm saying? You put your order in, you pay for it. All you had to do was choose it. And then it shows up. But there's this time in between. So understand that it feels like that's where we're at in the time in between. But you're not alone. Spirit is with you. Your higher self is with you. Your future self is with you. All right. So with all that being said and done, we're going to do a yes or no question for everybody who ever watches this video ever in any time and space. Spirit knows what your question is. Somebody, the cards will describe your exact situation in your asking. But everybody who ever watches this, Spirit's involved in how you formulate your question, and the yes or no answer will work for you because Spirit kind of guided you on how to ask the question to get the answer that they know is coming out. So let's see. Is it yes or is it no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The answer is no. Okay. But hold on. The bottom of the deck is a yes. It was always yes. You knew it was always yes. Interesting. So there's a little bit of contradiction here. And Spirit gave me guidance to prepare me for this a long time ago. They were like, if the answer is yes at the bottom of the deck, if you get the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is what happened today, they said that means it was already a yes and you already knew it. So you have doubts. No, you don't want to have doubts, but it's okay because your powerful choosing is stronger than the doubts you have anyways, because the universe is working with you. The problem is you say, I don't see it. It hasn't happened. But you've already powerfully created. The universe is responding, bringing it to you, but you keep choosing to look at what you don't have. Put your powerful focus, your decided attention and mind focus on what you choose for yourself and love, okay? This is going to bring the energy in with more power, more potency. And then you gain the experience. And then guess what? You think about what else you want and repeat the process, because you don't have that. Then this is a process. So make peace with the fact that this is just what you're going to do. You're going to notice what you want and that you don't have it. And then you're going to powerfully focus probably about not having it. And then from that powerfully about not having it, that's where you'll finally decide that you've gotten tired of it. You're fed up. And I'm just going to focus on what I want. Melinda said it worked for her. Other people have said it worked for them. I'm just going to focus on what I want. And that's where you're going to find your power. So this is what we have for your download message today. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Thank you for all you do. Until next time, my darling, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you could treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness. to you and yours, and of course, me and mine. Until next time. 감사합니다. Gracias, little baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.